In the world of business process outsourcing or BPO, it is always important to achieve two things: customer satisfaction and turnaround time. Can these two concerns be solved or resolved using technology? I speak with the CEO of Everise, Sudhir Agarwal, because Everise has just entered into a partnership with Microsoft to develop AI solutions in the realm of BPO. We discuss at length about how technology such as AI will disrupt the BPO industry. We'll go straight with Everise. Let's talk a little bit about the company.
So Everise is a joint venture between Everstone, which is a very large private equity firm based out of Singapore, and Sunrise, which is a venture I started, and that's why the name Everise comes in. Everise is based out of Singapore, and our aim is to create a unique customer experience company that services customers globally. Everstone and Sunrise are just investors.
Okay.
So Everise is the BPO arm, and in Everise last year, in January, we bought a company in the US called C3. This company has about 10,500 people, and between the US, Philippines, and Guatemala.
And of course, the reason why we're here is to talk about the recent engagement that you are in with Microsoft. Let's talk about that.
I think the reason why I'm in Malaysia, one, because I love Malaysia, and I really want to talk about our entry in Malaysia, which is happening very soon. But we'll come first about this great announcement that we made last week. The whole world talks about artificial intelligence and all of that, but it's all good, right? But I think it's not really being implemented in our industry. And the reason for that is we are a customer experience company. We don't understand technology. Technology companies don't really understand experience companies. And that's where really the idea came to my mind, is why not go partner with the largest technology company out there, and no one better than Microsoft.
Well, was it difficult speaking with Microsoft?
No, not really, because there was a meeting of minds. I think we both realized that there's a need for it. And I always believe if you create a win-win solution, it benefits both of us. I mean, we're going to showcase our capabilities. In Malaysia, our third digital lab is coming up next month. And here we will have technologies that are powered by Microsoft, where we can customize IPs and solutions for our customers. So, if today, for example, if there's a company that only gets service on the phone, how can you create an omni-channel experience which through email, chat, and phone all come together, whether that's through chatbots, whether that's through RPA or a bunch of other stuff. So that's where this innovation is going to happen in the lab.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the AI aspect very shortly. But I also want to touch first on the issue of why Malaysia. Microsoft is a global company. You're based in Singapore. What's the allure of this country?
So, firstly, our joint venture with Microsoft is global. It's just based. The joint venture has been done in Singapore, but it's gonna be implemented in every country we are in. Now, why Malaysia? Because we are starting our business in Malaysia. We have a joint venture which we announced 3.5 months back with, again, another very large Korean BPO called Ubase. And our Malaysia venture is called Globi, which is going to go live in March. We have a beautiful site in Menara, Kent. We've taken about 30,000 square feet of space. And in the first phase, we are looking at hiring about 500 people. And I believe Malaysia has a very unique offering of servicing the whole of Asia through Malaysia, and that's been my dream, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve that.
Not to toot our own horn, but specifically, what would be the key things that you look for when you base an operations as large as what you're embarking with Microsoft? What would be the 3 or 4 things that you look for in terms of setting up hub?
So I think whether it's a partnership with Microsoft or anyone, whichever country we enter, we look at a couple of things. One, infrastructure. Infrastructure has to be world class, because if we don't have world class infrastructure, there's no point, right? Second, connectivity. Connectivity both in terms of fiber and all of that, and also in terms of traveling in and out, because if you're going to connect there, you're going to have customers, you want to showcase. So Kuala Lumpur is a great hub, for example, and that's why here, right? Third and most important is people. And I think Malaysia has a lot of human intellect capital, which we want to tap into. And fifth, especially in the case of Malaysia, it's unique positioning in the ASEAN and Asia region. The way it's positioned, it's close. You know, you are maximum 5 hours from Seoul, 5 hours from Tokyo. That's nothing, right? I mean, and that puts it in a very, very unique position.
How severe do you think the disruption will be when we use AI interfacing with clients?
You know, someone asked me this question last week. I was talking to another similar news channel, and they asked me, so is technology going to completely remove human beings? The answer is no. I think technology is an enabler to this industry. The technology that exists today will make processes more efficient and make things happen faster. And that's why it's so amazing, and that's why this whole combination of AI along with human beings will actually benefit customers. Processing times will get quicker. You know, no one wakes up in the morning and wants to call a call center, right? When you have a problem, you want the problem to be resolved. And everything's moving to the phone, right? You want the problem to be resolved on the phone. And that's what we are trying to do, is to get that omni-channel experience on your phone or your computer. And if you need to speak to a human being, they're always there.
Actually, Studio, my main concern is not about, you know, Terminator taking over the world. My concern is, in order for you to give good service, you need to have another human being at the other side of the door. That's my paradigm. Do you think I should shift my...
No, I think you're absolutely right. Human beings like to be... Human like to talk to humans.
Yeah.
Technology is an enabler. That's what I'm saying. Technology is not going to kill this industry. Technology is going to enable the industry. I'll give you an example. In a lot of... When you talk to a person on the phone, a lot of times they are dependent upon the system giving them information. A lot of times that's slow, right? What the technology is doing now is it's making it super fast. 5, 6 years back, people had to set up huge servers in the office. You know, now everything's on the cloud. You know, you just plug onto the cloud. You don't want to pay for a server. You want to pay by the drink. You want to use that for what you have. And that's where the world's moving. So you're absolutely right. Humans will continue to serve humans. I think that, and what AI is going to do is it's going to help you, the human, resolve the problem quicker and faster.
Let's talk about the specifics of the output in terms of the relationship that you have with Microsoft. What are the things that are going to be different in the future following this collaboration with Microsoft versus the things that we are doing now? How are things going to change?
So I think first, for us, we get access to the latest technologies that Microsoft develops, right? Which is huge for us because you know, we are setting up a big team at our end that's going to look at their technologies, and we're going to get them to that lab which we're talking about. Once it's there, then we get our clients and our people to start playing with that technology and customizing and developing our own IPs, right? To really see how can we benefit that customer and then implementing that. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's a journey, but I think over the next 2 to 3 years, we will get a significant edge over other companies because we'll be able to develop IPs that we will own, which we will be able to benefit to our customers to help them service their customers.
Okay, and in the customer point of view or your client's point of view, are they going to be having, you know, chatbots or an automated, you know, response to dealing with their customers? How's the interface going to look like?
I think it's already there. We do chatbots for a bunch of our clients. In fact, in the next 2 months, on our website, there's actually going to be a chatbot where you can ask any information and the chatbot will respond. Chatbots learn over time. They become self-learning. But at the same time, if you need to speak to a human, you can always press a button and connect to a human, right? So chatbots and all are already there, and we're doing chatbots, we're doing robotic process automation, we're doing a lot of this for all our clients, and we want to do more and more.
And do you think that there is a space for you know, huge growth of employment in inter-government collaboration? You get more people from different countries coming together, that kind of stuff. What would be the social impact to this kind of journey that you're going with Microsoft?
I think you will see leaps happening on this, because the beauty is that once you develop a technology in the US, you can just copy paste it in, let's say, Malaysia, right? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. So what's going to start happening is once an AI gets developed or IP gets developed, very quickly that'll just get copied in the same industry across the board. So I think the impact is going to be huge. I think Asian countries, from an adaptation point of view on AI, is still a little behind than, let's say, America. I think over time it'll come at par.
Does this mean that the value chain of this workforce, at least in this part of the world, will be shifted because the lower end will now be handled by the AI technology, and now we're focusing a little bit more on improving the mid-skill and high-skill jobs?
I think any work that is repetitive in nature, and if a human being is doing it, will get automated. So, a lot of investment is now going on the other side in training the human capital and making them do more intelligent work, more decision-making work, where really, technology can't keep up with it. So take the low-end work, automate it, let the human mind focus on what it's needed, which is you're using the intelligence to make decisions. But I think partnership with Microsoft, I think as long as it benefits both of us, it'll be a continuous engagement. It'll never. I think there's enough value for both of us to create as a part of that partnership. So I don't see an exit at any point in time.
All right, Sudhir, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right. That was my discussion with Sudhir Agarwal, the CEO of Everise. If you have missed out on this interview or any other interviews, just head on to AWANI, astroawani.com and also awanireview.com. Follow us on all our social media sites there as well. I'm Ibrahim Sani. Thanks for watching and goodbye.